Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Every Day is Friday, the show where we dive into the stories and experiences from people from all walks of life. Today, we have a guest who is living every foodie's dream, Sarah. She is a food lover from North Carolina who travels to the best food spots and tries out virtual or viral dishes. And she shares her food adventures with the world on social media. We're going to be talking about her favorite food spots, also her crazy food experiences, and what it's like being a food content creator. Sarah, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Now, for the listeners who may not be familiar with your line of work yet, could you give us a quick rundown of who you are and what you do and why you do it?
Yeah. Okay. So I do food TikToks, food reels on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. And it's mainly a bunch of fast food reviews. I love to eat. So I like sharing it with the world, what I like to eat. And I like trying new foods. And I don't know, it's always been a passion of mine to make videos, make content. I've been trying to do it my whole life. So my family's very into it too. So it just kind of turned into a hobby that turned into a full-time gig.
No, it's always great when family is willing to help you try new dishes out and stuff like that. And now, how did you first start sharing your food adventures on social media?
I started during COVID. I feel like everybody started during COVID too. But I was in college and I got sent home. It was my freshman year of college. So I was home and I was so bored and I was just like, started making TikToks. And I just was making random TikToks. And then I started doing like some food TikToks and they started blowing up. So I was like, I think I'm going to stick with this. And a lot of it was actually like Starbucks videos. I love going to Starbucks and getting like those like customized drinks. So some of those started blowing up and I was just like, all right, I'm going to stick with this. And then I went back to college, kept making them, started making a little bit of money off of them, which was a nice little side income in college and just kind of stuck with it from there. So.
Now, what's one of the most unique foods you've ever had to try?
Oh, gosh. Probably, I don't know if you've ever heard of Goldbelly. So Goldbelly is this website where you can get like foods shipped from around the US. And most of the time they're like crazy food. Sometimes it's just like really good food, you can't find in like your city. Like sometimes there's like Chicago pizza that you can ship or like New York pizza. But sometimes they have like insanely crazy foods. Like I got this like 5-pound bagel, like this ginormous bagel. But the craziest one that I've ever tried is I got this 5-pound burger. And I'll have to send you a picture of it if you want to put it on this podcast. But it was crazy. I mean, it was like the size of my head, like up here. And they shipped it to me. They asked me if I could make a video on it. And I did. But it was insane. And I filmed it in the car because I filmed most of my videos in the car. And my car was like, smelled like onions for a week. Because it was like this ginormous burger. It had onions, lettuce, tomato, and they ship it all to you so you can just, put it all on top of the burger. But it was insane.
No, I'm gonna tell you this much: there are so many wild dishes out there, and you're really showing it on your page. I mean, it makes my mouth water every time I look at your page. Now, is there any like food trends you were skeptical about but ended up loving?
Ooh, skeptical but ended up loving. I'm trying to think. I feel like a lot of the times, like, it's like a new item comes out and I'm like, I don't really know if I would like love that, but I'm going to try anyways. And I'm not really a picky person. But I mean, I will say I had this spaghetti and meatballs pizza yesterday. I was like, I know I'm going to hate this. Like, this actually sounds disgusting. It's from CC's Pizza. And it really wasn't bad. I wouldn't say I would get it again, but most of the time I try stuff and I'm like, this really isn't as bad as I would have thought. Like I would never get it in real life, but trying it for a video, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, a lot of the times I try stuff and I'm like, this really like, it scared me to begin with, but it ended up being good. So.
No, I like how you share your input on there. Like you said, that pizza, I was watching your content, and that pizza should have a little more cheese on it. And I agreed with you there. It looked like it needed a little more cheese on top.
Yeah, maybe just a tad more cheese, but I mean, it had good flavor. It really wasn't bad.
No, it looked good. It really did. Now, what's one food trend that was like totally worth the hype?
Probably, I don't know if you're into like mozzarella sticks. I am obsessed with mozzarella sticks, and all these restaurants have them, and you get them with like the big cheese pull. You know, like Chili's has like the big viral one. They have like the triple dipper, and they sell mozzarella sticks by itself. But I feel like mozzarella sticks are always worth the hype. I've never had a bad mozzarella stick, knock on wood. But I mean, I'm obsessed with them. I want to try them from literally every restaurant, make a video on every mozzarella stick.
No, I'm sure a lot of listeners resonate with you on that one. Now, how do you decide what food places or like trends to try next?
Okay, so usually I don't decide till like the day of. I'm gonna see like what I'm feeling like I want to eat today. And I'll look on Instagram, see what people are posting, if there's any new items out. And see if I need to go try something new today. If not, I like have a whole list on my phone of stuff that I want to try, or like viewers have recommended to me, like they've commented on my videos. I have like a big list on my phone of stuff that I want to do. And usually when I go out and film, I try to post like twice a day. And usually I don't really make videos on the weekend, but I'll try and film like 3 videos a day, more or less. But just to kind of, save up for the weekend or the days that I can't film TikToks. So if I can go to a restaurant, usually try and film like 2 or 3 TikToks there, just to kind of, figure it out. But yeah, that's a little bit about how I decide what I want to eat.
Did you ever get sponsored?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who I just did a deal with. I just got a deal with Taco Bell. We did like a little Super Bowl type thing with Doja Cat. That was fun. I work with Starbucks, so that's super fun. Been out to Seattle a few times with them. Yeah, a bunch of fast food brands, Zaxby's, Bojangles. I'm trying to think off the top. There's like quite a few. I'm like blanking right now.
No, I'm so happy that you're chasing after your dreams and you're sharing this to the world on social media. I mean, you're doing every foodie's dream out there. And now, what's one dish you think everyone should try at least once?
Ooh, that is so hard. Okay, so I know this might not be everyone's cup of tea because I've had a couple hate comments on this video, but it's the viral Domino's pizza order. I have it pinned on my Instagram and TikTok, so if you want to look there. But it is so good. You're gonna have to watch it to see what you need to order. But I'm telling you, that pizza, 12 out of 10. Amazing.
Now, what are some of the best spots in North Carolina for food?
Ooh, that's hard. Well, okay. I guess as chains go, where are you located?
Michigan.
Michigan. Okay. So have you ever tried Cookout or Bojangles? No?
No.
Oh my gosh. You've got to come down here and try it. Zaxby's. I'm trying to think of other like local chains.
I know Jet's Pizza.
Yeah. Do love me some Jet's Pizza. There's some that are down here that like they're not from North Carolina. I don't know if you have them in Michigan, but yeah. What I want to know though, what are some Michigan like based chains that you think if I ever come up there that I need to try?
You should just try all the Michigan, you should try out Verner's for one. You ever try Verner's out? That's a drink.
What's Verner's?
Verner's is just like, it's a bubbly drink that every Michigander drinks when they're feeling sick. It sounds like it's like, oh yeah, it's like something, but it's something that just makes your stomach just feel better. Every Michigander just loves it. It's called Verner's. And like, you should try a whole bunch of just like everything that you should do this to every state you go to. You should try to what's made in Michigan. Like you should try Faygo out because you ever had Faygo before?
No, what is that?
Now that's another drink. That's another soda brand that has just like Coca-Cola or Pepsi. It's another, but it's made in Michigan. And there's a whole bunch of just brands in Michigan that, it's from like, there's a couple other states that you can have it in, but like it's only around here that people kind of know of it, and like people from out of state come here to get the Werners and bring it back to their states.
What? I wonder, do
hmm
they sell it anywhere else, or is it only Michigan?
I'm not actually sure, but I know that they have a pretty good warehouse here in Michigan. And there's all types of different types of food that you should try here. I mean, go to Detroit. I'm telling you the truth. Down in Detroit, there is some good food down there, and like all around Michigan. If you ever want to come here, like we are like one of the best pizza capitals of the world. We got Little Caesars Pizza here, downtown Detroit, and stuff like that. I know you're laughing, but like we got some good food in here in Michigan, and everyone should try. And now I want to ask you, like, what is one of your favorite food hacks for saving money and time?
Okay, I have done a bunch of these, like the kids meals that you can order. Some of them are kind of hit or miss, like you get more food with others. But a lot of them that I mean, I'm a girl, so don't, I don't eat like a ton of food. Maybe if you like need like a big meal, I wouldn't order a kids meal. But, yeah, the kids meals at like any of like the big chains, you name it, Longhorn Steakhouse, Texas Roadhouse, stuff like that. They're pretty good bang for your buck. I feel like I usually, if I'm like need to save some money or do something, it's an easy way to save money and get a decent amount of food. And then a lot of times like the restaurants will have like the meal deals. So if you want to save some money there, those are good options. You can get a several things and a drink. If they have that deal going on specifically.
Now, on your page, I love how you give tips and tricks on like what the best food combination is and like food hacks. Like you had one with Dairy Queen, you got a Blizzard and then you had the fudge on the side, and then you took the Blizzard and then you dipped it into the fudge. I mean, the hacks like that, you just like, it opens up your mind to so many like opportunities you can have. And I really appreciate you sharing that with the world. You should do so many more food hacks like you do. Now, is there any other food hacks that you would want to share to the listeners?
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm obsessed. Please tell me you have a Chick-fil-A near you, right?
We do.
Okay, good. I was like, I haven't been to Michigan, so like I don't know. But I like doing like the Chick-fil-A sandwich hacks where you like take the fried chicken out of the bag and you put it back into the bag and then you add the sauces. And I've seen so many different combos. There's so many ways you can do this. But, you can add 2 or 3 sauces to the bag, shake the chicken all up, and then put it back on your sandwich. And it makes it so good. I mean, you can really do whatever you want, like ranch and buffalo. You could do honey mustard ranch, sriracha. Like there's endless combos to this. And like you can look it up and see, what types of combos people are doing. You can make like a sweet and spicy chicken sandwich or like something like that. And you can also do this with nuggets too, where you get the Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets and then you pour the sauces in, shake it all up, and then eat them. I feel like those are like some of my favorite hacks to do because it's always so good, whatever people suggest. I've never had like a bad combo of sauces.
No, I recommend to all the listeners, go follow her page. It's actually like jaw dropping. Your mouth is watering every time. I don't recommend going to her page if you're hungry, because if you do, you're gonna be hungry at the end of the time and at the end of watching it. And now, do you prefer like homemade food or restaurant food?
Probably, I don't know. I don't really cook just because I do this for a living and I always try and like, there's always food left over. So I try and eat it for dinner. Most of the time I film these around lunch. I'll try and eat it for dinner and then, give some to my roommate. My family lives near me, so they'll take some of it, or like people in my building. So I don't really cook that much. I'd say I prefer restaurant food just because I eat it so much, but I always do love a good homemade meal. So either or, I don't know.
Now, I got to ask you this because you do so many food reviews. Now, how important is the presentation of the dish when you decide to try it?
Oh, pretty important. I feel like if you like don't show it the right way, if you don't show like the contents, you might not have like a good video out of it. And there's some of them that I've like made like TikToks and I'm like, I just don't like how I showed it up to the camera. Like there's some of them I'm just like, I feel like this wouldn't be a good one to post. Or like maybe I didn't think it tasted good, so maybe I'm not going to post it. But yeah, I feel like definitely I arrange it in a way to make it look like appealing and like definitely like if I'm doing like a burger, like hold it up, pull off the top, show the inside, instead of just like, here's my burger. Okay, we're going to eat it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So definitely like whatever I'm eating, like get a couple different shots of it, maybe film it, like just the burger itself without my face in it and like show what's inside the contents, just to give like the viewers a clear description of what you're eating.
Yeah, and you give the viewers a mouth-watering just event there because like it's you like the Jersey Mike's sub you had. I mean, you opened that right up and you just showed all the steak and the cheese and the onions and everything inside of it. It's just jaw dropping at times. You're like, wow, okay, you're really doing a great job in showing what the food is. Do you ever tell them before, like, hey, I'm a food like connoisseur and like I showed this on social media before you like, order it?
Not really. The Jersey Mike's though, I went in there the other day and I did like the least popular sub order. And they're like, why are you asking for like the least popular sub? And I was like, oh, like I'm making a video, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, okay. And they're like, what is this like for TikTok? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, how many followers do you have? And I told them and they were like, oh, that's awesome. Like we got to go follow you. And then they gave me the sub for free. I was like, but I don't know. Usually I just get it and go. I don't know. Sometimes I get like, I don't know. I just get embarrassed. Like, I don't know.
No, I like that because like, if you don't tell them, they're not going to, you want it to be original for every single person that tries it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, yeah, that's true too. Like you don't want them to like do it up for you. And then like one of your viewers goes to get it and then it's not like the same as, just ordering it normally. So yeah.
Now the Cheesecake Factory, you have my mouth just watering when you show that off. Now, what's like a dish that's blown your mind with flavor?
Oh, I love Cheesecake Factory. I feel like there's so many good things to try from there. I don't know. I'm like obsessed with all their cheesecakes. I want to try them all and do them all. I love chocolate. So I had this Godiva cheesecake. That was definitely my favorite from there. But everything from Cheesecake Factory is so good. I feel like I go there like once a week, once every other 2 weeks to do some TikToks there because they have a huge menu. Like there's so much to try there. And I just like, eventually I want to try the whole menu, try it all. Because I'll just.
No, for you, I mean, what is your favorite type of food? Like, is it like Italian, Mexican, or like another?
Oh no, I don't know. I feel like I don't have a favorite. I don't know. I feel like it's all good. Like, I guess it just depends on the day. Like, when I'm craving, I'm like, oh, maybe today I want some Mexican, or maybe today I want to do American food, or, blah, blah. I will say my favorite food of all time, though, is French fries. You could never go wrong with French fries.
Now, I'm sure a lot of listeners resonate with that one. Now, have you ever gone on like a road trip for like food?
Yeah. I don't know if necessarily like road trip. I mean, yeah, I guess I went down to Atlanta to do some of like the Chick-fil-A stuff. They have like these super neat looking Chick-fil-A's, like the Hawaiian Chick-fil-A and like all that. So I've done that before. And then I don't have a Cane's in Charlotte. So I've driven up to the closest one is in Chapel Hill. It's like 2.5 hours away. So gone up to do that. And then 2 weekends from now, I'm going to Vegas, literally specifically to film TikTok. So that'll be really fun. I'm so excited because there's so many good food spots in Vegas. And I guess I have done road trips. I went to Orlando to do some of that stuff in Disney Springs. And I want to do Disney eventually and film some of their food there. But I guess it's just like whatever I'm like really wanting to try. I'm excited for Vegas though. I feel like they have some crazy food to do. I haven't really researched yet exactly what I want to do, but it'll be fun.
Now, some foods are worth the travel. I know that. Now, if you ever come to Michigan, I just came up with it. Now, it's Better Made's potato chips.
Okay.
If you ever come to Michigan, try those out. And it's just like Lay's, but it's just, try out the barbecue, try out the original. I mean, it's Michigan made, Better Made potato chips. They are delicious.
Better Made potato chips. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe one day I got to go to Michigan. And I do want to try some actual like legit Detroit style pizza from there. I don't know. So what do you think? I lived in Chicago for a little bit. So obviously I've had like the Chicago pizza, and I know you're from Michigan. Chicago style pizza, Detroit style pizza, like what's better?
Oh, Detroit style pizza.
Detroit
Chicago
style.
style pizza is a little bit, you know how it's made, a little bit different. It's out of the
Mhm.
ordinary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Huh. I need to try. Okay, so where's the best place in
Oh,
Michigan?
you got to find out some. There's a pizza place called Anthony's right by me, but like these are small chains. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be very hard to find out these locations. But there's places like Anthony's. If you ever come to Michigan, I'll send you some spots.
Okay. Yeah, I need to go and do some pizza reviews. Definitely look on TikTok to see like what's trending there and what people say about all these pizza places. I feel like there's like so many spots, so many pizza spots I could go try and review.
Now, is there any like food you didn't like at first, but like grew to love?
Ooh. Okay. I really don't like buffalo sauce, like hot sauce. Like I don't know. But I'm like starting to like get better with it, like because there's so many things that are like, oh, buffalo chicken tenders or like buffalo, you name it. There's a lot of stuff that has buffalo sauce, hot sauce, whatever. I just like at first I was like, I hate this. Like I like physically like I would sweat it out if I would eat it. And I'm like, but honestly, it's growing on me. I feel like I'm starting to like buffalo sauce a little bit more. I just like could not get past it at first.
Now, what's one of the hardest parts about being a food content creator?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Probably eating all the food, right? I mean, I was looking at you. You have the food, and then you had the dessert after. I'm like, are you gonna eat that whole brownie?
Yeah. Oh gosh. I don't know what the hardest part is. Maybe I guess like staying like, being consistent with your posts and like staying up to trend on the dates. And that's not really hard, honestly. Like, I don't know. I love it. I feel like there's not too many hard parts, I guess. Also, like not letting like, I guess like the negative comments affect you. I feel like at first when I used to read some of my comments, I would be like, people say this about me? Like, that's so mean. But now, I feel like it's gotten easier. So yeah, nothing really too difficult right now.
You really do bring like fun and creativity to your posts. Now, how do you get like the perfect shot for social media? I know you shoot in your car a lot, but like, what's the trick?
Oh gosh. Well, definitely make sure there's good lighting. If it's dark outside, I have like one of those like pocket lights. You can order them on Amazon. I wish I had it to show you, but yeah, I use that for some of my shots. But if it's daytime, it's usually fine lighting. And I just put my phone like on my steering wheel, and just shoot from there, and then get some shots. Like usually I'll hold up if it's like a burger, hold it up, shoot it from there. And some of the times, like my friends will come help film me. If it's like I need something shot in the store, like me walking up. I have a couple friends they're really good at it. They've done it for me a couple times. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of how I film a little bit.
No, your content is amazing. Like I've been saying, everyone should go watch it and listen to it. Now, if you only could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
One meal? Oh gosh. That's so hard.
I've been waiting to ask it all day.
I don't know because like I feel like I'd want something with like variety, So like I feel like a burger with like a bunch of toppings and fries. So that way, if you get sick of like the actual burger, you can eat the toppings one day. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to be like logical because like say you just do pasta, like you're gonna get sick of that pasta. You know what I'm saying? Like if you did a burger with like a bunch of toppings, like maybe you could like take the toppings off one day, eat the burger, eat the toppings one day. you get it with like a bunch of sauce for the fries. So you get sick of one sauce, maybe eat the other sauce the next day. I don't know. That's so hard.
That's a big commitment.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't know.
Now, could I change up the question for you? Now, let's just say what's a food franchise that you could eat a meal for the rest of your life?
Ooh. I feel like I'm a big Culver's fan. I love Culver's. Do you have Culver's in Michigan? Okay,
I
good.
do.
Isn't it? It's like a Midwest.
I'm pretty sure it
know
is. I think it's Wisconsin. I think they're cheese heads over there.
Yeah, like the cheese curds. I just feel like everything from there, I'm like, oh, this is so good. Like, I've never had a bad thing from there, and they have so much on their menu. So, you can kind of just pick and choose. Oh, I love Culver's.
Now, talking about picking and choosing, what's one of the weirdest food combos that actually tasted amazing?
Ooh. What did someone have me try the other day? And I was like, that's so weird. Okay, this really isn't that weird. I was just kind of like, oh, like I wouldn't like think to do that. But I guess like this is just what I can think of off the top of my head. I feel like there's definitely weirder things that I've done that ended up being good, but I'm like, I can't even think right now. But I went to Buffalo Wild Wings and we did pretzels and caramel, which I was like, like you can buy those pretzel bites. And like, I guess I get that because, people do like apple slices in caramel. They dip like, you can buy those like Snyder's pretzels and dip them in caramel. But like the literal like pretzel bites that you can get at the restaurant. Oh my gosh. That is so good. And I don't know why, like I would never think of like doing actual like pretzel bites dipped in caramel. But man, I could eat that a lot. That was so good.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say French fries with a milkshake.
Oh yeah, that too. Like French fries and like a Wendy's milkshake. But I feel like, I don't know, like I've been doing that all my life. So I don't know, like if I would consider that weird just because I always order that. So I don't know.
No, I appreciate you showing the new like milkshakes that come out. Like you had the Arby's one that came out that has it's a new thing that comes out every so often, every so many months. And I'm like, it's like now it's out. I get to say, because I saw it on your page and now I get to go get it myself.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I try to do like the new foods. I think after this too, Jack in the Box has like a Oreo mint milkshake. So I'm on like my mint milkshake kick. I'm like, I'm going to go try a bunch of them. So we'll see how that one is. I don't know. People are claiming that Arby's is the best one. So we're going to have to do a little comparison and see if the Oreo mint milkshake from Jack in the Box is good.
No, it's in season and it looks delicious. Now, what's one like fast food item you think is like underrated?
Underrated. Gosh, I'm trying to. Dairy Queen food. I feel like people like never get it. They always just think of getting the ice cream. But honestly, I feel like Dairy Queen, like they have burgers and like chicken tenders and like sides. And I feel like everything that I've tried there is, pretty good. And people don't really talk about it. So I don't know. If you haven't tried Dairy Queen and you're listening to this, Dairy Queen food hits. But the only thing is with Dairy Queen, you have to go to a location that serves like the full menu. Because some of the Dairy Queens, like they'll serve like a limited menu, but not like the full menu if you want like the burgers and just some of the other things. So you have to find a Dairy Queen that has like the full menu because not all of them have it. Can you hear me okay?
I
don't
can
know
hear
if
you now. You're coming in and out a little bit, but that is great information for the listeners and for me as well. Now, what advice do you have for someone who wants to try to start sharing food content like you?
What are you waiting for? Do it. I tell all my friends, I'm like, you guys should do
Could you hear
this.
me?
Trying to get my sister into it. Yeah. Can you hear me? Okay. It's like kind of lagging. I don't know if it's.
Here, let me shoot the question again. You ready?
Yeah.
It is lagging a little bit. Okay, now what advice for someone who wants to start sharing food content do you have for someone?
Okay. I feel like I tell everyone just do it. Like, what are you waiting for? It's so fun, and don't worry about what people are saying about you or commenting. And just do it. If you want to do food content, go for it. Put all your effort into it. Be consistent. Post as much as you can, and stick to like a main theme. I feel like if you want to do food content, like maybe whether it's cooking or you want to do food reviews, or just like local restaurants in your city, find like a main theme to your page, and stick with it and be consistent, and yeah, just get posted.
Now, what's one mistake you made on your early days of that you learned from?
I feel like at first, I was doing some of the food content, but I was doing other TikToks as well. I don't know if that's necessarily a mistake, but now I've just kind of transitioned my whole content to just food. I kind of want to stick with that. And that's like the reason people follow me, is to just hear about the food. And obviously, once in a while I'll post about something else like that I'm doing, or, but I just try to stay consistent, with my posts, and keep them on a main theme. And because like that's the reason why people follow me, is the food. And if you steer off too much, like off that path, people might be like, what is she posting? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I just like to stick to like one theme of just posting the food I eat.
I think experience is the best teacher.
I agree.
Now, what's next for you on your food journey?
Um, you know, I take it day by day. Today I'm going to Jack in the Box. I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks. Um, day by day as it comes. I feel like I want to do a trip, maybe another trip this year. I haven't really decided where yet. Just like another foodie tour, maybe to Disney, and do some food there. But nothing really like set in stone for now. So.
Now, do you have anything else for the listener before we go? And can you shout out all your Instagram, TikTok, and all that? I know it'll be all down in the description as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I'm so happy to be on this podcast and share a little bit more. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube at Sarah Margaret Eats. And yeah, I hope you enjoy my content if you go watch it.
Now, Sarah, it's been such fun. I mean, I've had such a fun conversation with you. I mean, you're so passionate about the food and trying new things. It's really inspiring. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for doing what you're doing. You're really inspiring.
Well, thank you so much for having me. That's so nice of you to say. I appreciate it.
And for the listeners, make sure to check out Sarah's work and all her content that she works on every single day. And please stay updated on everything that we're doing here on Every Day is Friday Podcast 365. Until next time, everybody, thank you. Till next time.